3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Another year in the studio, another year in the 42 studio. Before we do get started, guys, I just wanted to introduce you guys all to something I discovered. And if this is something that you guys should try this year, it should be on your New Year's resolutions. Try Boss Coffee. Canned cold brew coffee. Highly recommended. This is the iced vanilla latte, and it only has 90 calories. Raquel, you want to cheers me?
Cheers, Phil.
Cheers. Yeah, highly recommended, guys. We discovered this just recently, so make sure you get around it. Rightio.
That's good.
What would you say makes that?
Well, it's not really got much dairy in it. Really, it kind of just tastes like.
Well, what it says here is flash brew is key brewing process of Boss Coffee in Japan. Brewed by hot water to extract the boldness and aromatic goodness. Chilled fast to lock the quality.
Yeah.
Release rich coffee taste and add natural flavors to polish the taste. Well, Boss
number
Coffee.
Number one canned coffee in Japan.
Oh, fuck. I think we're a bit late to the party.
I think we are too.
Nonetheless, guys, let's get into this podcast. So, I'm going to be doing a bit of a different direction. So, essentially, this is going to be Raquel's podcast. A little bit of breaking news.
Yeah.
Going to be Raquel's podcast going forward. So, we're going to break up 42 podcasts, 42 media into a bunch of different
subheadings.
Thank you for helping me out there.
That's all right.
So it's basically break it up into different subheadings. So this one, we're looking at the name of StayWavy, the StayWavy podcast, 42 media production, with Raquel Begni as your host. Gonna take the reins for it tonight. I know she's very keen to get into it, and I really do think she could do well at it. So yeah, let's see how we go.
I'm new to it all.
Well, Raquel, do you want to start off by letting me know
A bit about myself, you mean?
I was just going to say how's your New Year's /Chrissy, but...
No, it was good. Pretty chill this year. Didn't go out, bit scared of COVID, to be honest.
You are scared of COVID.
Well, yeah. I just seem to be, the universe seems to be on my side with it a bit. I probably just jinxed it majorly then, but... Everyone seems to be getting it around me except for me. And you, because if I get it, you'd probably get it.
Literally. Yeah, we actually had 5 days off, so...
We did. Got the symptoms, but didn't get it.
Yeah, lucky for that. So, quiet New Year's, quiet Chrissy.
Yeah.
We stayed pretty low-key.
Pretty low-key. Did a quite a wholesome New Year's, I think. We did the...
What did you do? Tell me, what did you do?
What did we do?
What did you do?
We got surprised with a big cheese board platter.
Oh, who did that for you?
By yours truly.
Fuck.
And then we lit up some candles, a bit romantic, had a bit of a dinner about what we did for the year.
Yeah.
Highs and lows.
Got some tears out too.
We both cried.
Yeah.
I did a big poster up of what our goals are this year.
Yeah.
New year achievements. Bucket list items that we want to tick off by the end of the year.
What were some of yours?
Quit my job at.
We won't name the name.
We're not going to name them.
Because we also want to discuss a little bit.
Yes,
We're going to call this place Flogpot.
Flogpot.
Read between the lines, guys.
Yes. Quit my job there, which happened in the first 2 weeks of the new year.
Didn't take us long.
Didn't take me very long.
So that's a breaking news, guys. So you guys would all know Raquel and I both work together.
Yeah, at this Flogpot.
At Flogpot, this name. And so we both worked together for the past 4 years.
Yep.
And now we are both moving on, and we're both going to the same establishment. Will we say the same? Will we say the establishment?
It is the same establishment, yes.
Will we say it? Will we say the name? No,
we'll keep it low key for the minute, but you'll probably find out later on.
You'll probably find out in a vlog, because I definitely will be taking us there to go do some food reviews and that sort of stuff.
Oh, I even do a podcast there.
Well, we've spoken about doing podcasts in there, and they're very keen. So this new establishment, it is a hospitality, it is a bar.
Yep.
We'll leave it at that.
More accommodating for our direction in life, I'd say.
I'd say that. I'd probably say that as well.
Yeah.
You touched on New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
So you said that one. What were some of the other ones you had on there?
What did I have on it? Do this full time. Yeah. Eventually, that's probably goes hand in hand.
Social media. That
is. Thought it was time to get my ass into gear at the ripe old age of 23.
24, as you'd like to say.
24 soon. Now, what else do I have on there? Go to the gym.
You're missing a big one.
Move to England.
That's right.
That's what we're planning on doing. Soon.
Tyron's just put the camera down and his eyes have lit up like a Christmas tree. It's news to him. Everyone might be hearing this for the first time, but we do have a goal to be living overseas
by the end of the year. Yeah, by the
we had it as June. I've been telling a lot of people June, but we don't want to rush it. We want to make sure we do it the right way. So
have enough money saved, get ourselves set up over there, get a nice little place.
Why? I know that I want to go over and I want to travel and I want to experience life.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go over?
England's a big part of my life, I think. I'm got a lot of family over there, and travelling's a major part of what I've always wanted to do, especially with you, with someone else, and either way.
With just someone else, yep.
With my boyfriend.
Yeah.
To get corny. Travelling's what I've always wanted to do. It's always what I've strived to do. I've always been working towards that, and I fell in love with it 2 years ago when I went travelling, 2018. And I would have gone back in 2020, but of course COVID hit and kind of ruined everything.
Well, like a lot of people have been saying to me, why do you want to leave the Gold Coast? What's wrong with the Gold Coast?
Oh, what's right with the Gold Coast is the question. I know.
You're born and raised Gold Coast?
I am. Born at the Gold Coast Hospital, so right in the centre of it, really. Yeah. But I've never moved away. This is where I've been my whole entire life, and I kind of got stuck in the rut of the Gold Coast toxicity, if you will.
Describe the toxicity of the Gold Coast.
It's
what do you experience? So 23-year-old female. Yeah. I'll explain my side of it.
Yeah.
That I feel like as a 22-year-old on the Gold Coast. Explain your side. What do you believe is the most toxic part about the Gold Coast, and why do you think a lot of people struggle to stay here?
I think especially it being your hometown and growing up here, they've got the tall poppy syndrome.
Tall poppy syndrome
is a major thing that people on the Gold Coast tend to have, where if they see someone doing good and have potential to work their way up and be successful, they want to tear them down because they are jealous, or they know that they don't have the potential, the confidence to do the same thing that this other person may have.
Well, how do your close friends feel about you moving overseas?
Sad. Everyone that I've kind of said it to, they've either kind of gone, oh yeah, right. So
have you told them the explanation?
Yes. Yeah, I have. Yeah. But I think a lot of them find it very hard to get out themselves, or they might not have the motivation to get out themselves, so they kind of just take it with a grain of salt. And I think they will until we lock everything in, to be honest. But I know in my head that I'm going, so.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I only need myself to believe in myself. So.
Fuck it up.
And you.
Hey. See, my thing with the Gold Coast, and I hear a lot of people talk about it, and we went to a dinner just recently with a mate who's sort of down in that Sydney influencer scene, and he was very on the same page with you about getting away from the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And I think me personally, I've never ever disliked the Gold Coast, so to speak.
Yeah.
But just looking like where we're at right now, like in this podcast room, I've got Tyrone, a mate that I met when I first came to the Gold Coast and played a lot of football with, and we stayed, pretty much like best mates ever since we were little kids. And I think a lot of it can be with
it stems from your childhood, right?
Well, whoever you hang out with from 6 to 18 is really going to decide how you buy into it. And as I always say to you, growing up in a footy community where if you don't buy in to the team and buy into being a mate in the team and being a teammate, you're not going to have much success. And a lot of the boys that we grew up playing footy with wanted to go on and do well and play NRL, so it was like more of a brotherhood. And like as I say, like talking about Zane, Zane being a halfback, being my best friend, me being a young front rower, you want to look after him, you feel it was your right or your need to look after them. You had to be that person for them, and no one was going to get in the way of that, you know. So then it transitions to getting a bit older, and you sort of keep that mateship and that bond, and you never ever lose it. And that's why I think so many people get stuck in the rat race, and it's also what turns people away, because if you look at the Gold Coast as a whole, there's people starting up little businesses, and they're doing their little bars, but there's a lot of Asian, and like I shouldn't say Asian, but you know what I mean, within the high rise industry, you know, there's a lot of Chinamen coming through and building up, which is perfectly fine, but no locals are building it up, no locals are taking it by the throat. They're either going to Sydney to create something down there, they're going down to Melbourne to create something down there.
Well, they'd just see more opportunity down there, wouldn't they? I guess it's Sydney and Melbourne are known for being the bigger cities of the country, so that's obviously people probably think that's where success is.
And for you, someone who I've watched quite closely, and might I say very very closely. I've watched you over the past few years in your interactions with your friends.
Yes.
Within this flogpot we speak of.
Yeah, within flogpot.
And I've said to you since I met you, and this is why I don't blame you for your way of thinking and your way of believing with wanting to get to England. See, for me, I've got a different reason of why I want to get over there.
Yeah.
Your reasoning is so valid, because I've watched you go from being this young girl, naive who was just had nothing but kindness and goodness to give out to people, and was constantly just having people around her take, and then just shit all over her.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that tall poppy syndrome that's ingrained into everyday life in the Gold Coast? So anyone who's doing well to a certain extent, I feel that with the podcast, you'd be surprised at how many people would like to lend their opinion when you feel you don't really need it, or I shouldn't say I don't need it. If the right person gives me advice, I'll take it. But I'm not going to listen to just Joe Blow about how to run a podcast. So, do you feel that the Gold Coast has a culture of belittling anyone who wants to do good, or anyone who's got the goods, anyone who's decent looking, has got some money, has a business? It's ingrained in the Gold Coast culture to pull them back down and just make sure they stay as mediocre as possible.
I think that kind of relates back to what I was saying before, where people...
Give me, at the end of what you're about to say, give me an example of the most toxic thing you've experienced within the past 4 years at this vlog plot.
Even a prime example might get me in trouble, but no, I think people like to paint you in a different light to what you actually are, and it's got a lot to do with relationships and he said, she said, and people claiming to be victim when they're actually the opposite, and thinking that they can walk all over you and get away with things because you're going to keep quiet. Probably the prime example is a lot of people who are in, this is going to sound really broad, people who are in relationships, a lot of the time it's very hard to come across one that's loyal, and there's not many of you on the Gold Coast. You are the lucky one that I got.
What, I'm lucky or you're lucky?
I'm lucky. But
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Great.
you're one of a kind.
Thank you.
But no, there are a lot of people on the Gold Coast that are not loyal to their partners, and
give me some. I'm joking.
I'm not going to give you any names. They will just drop everything and ruin everything because of lust and because they want someone else, and they will groom that person who is very naive and young and fresh out of a 5-year relationship.
Are you this person?
I'm just saying in general.
Well, you have had a 5-year relationship, and you have.
That is right. That is right. Yeah.
I have a feeling this person may be Raquel.
Maybe me.
Okay, continue.
No, that people do have the tendency to groom and to make you feel special, like you're one of a kind. And when you've not felt that for a very long time, of course you're going to take that, and grip onto it and take it.
So what you're saying is essentially, someone in a relationship is pretty much played games with you while being in a relationship.
Absolutely. And
okay.
and this
are you friends with the girlfriend?
Yes. Yes, to an extent, yeah.
Are you still friends with the girlfriend?
Well, I am. I'm gonna say yes. But I think there's been a lot of he said, she said that still needs to be sorted out. But no, we did get very close. Many years after the all of that hoo-ha went down. No, but I think it's a lot of, especially when you work with the person and you work with both of them. And
so this person also worked at the flog pot.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
No, this is what I'm saying. The most toxic thing that's happened is probably something that's been ongoing for the last 3 years.
So this hasn't stopped over the past 3 years.
No, God no.
This
God,
person,
no. Especially when I am now, good friends with her, and am loyal to her, more so than I was ever before. I had no idea who she was before, but over the years you grow close.
Spiteful.
But yeah, it's a very tricky situation.
But this is just
a very, very minor thing that
one
has happened.
one layer of the onion.
One layer. There's been quite a few. It's if I can give anyone a piece of advice, which it doesn't really accommodate towards our relationship, but do not date in the workplace with someone you're just gonna sleep with. It is not worth it.
Oh, eh?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me so heavily?
No. Well, I knew that we were going to end up together anyway.
No, you didn't.
I did. We were close for so long before.
You just had to do little dances on my heart in the meantime.
That's right. You got a little bit hurt by it.
No, I didn't get hurt by it. For those that don't know, I waited around for this one for a few years.
Yes, yeah.
And then did the old I don't want to talk to you again. Worked the charm, worked the beauty.
Right, yeah. No, we were besties. We were a couple of besties for 3 years, and then some shit went down, and then we kind of just. Well, you thought it was best for us not to be friends and stay in contact for a little bit because we needed some time apart as friends. And then I got my act together, and so did you. And then and then I actually came back to you with a different mindset.
And I thought I might give her a second chance.
You thought?
No, I did give her a second chance. One of my best decisions. Grateful.
Nice.
So what would you say? Would you say that a lot of this, do you feel if you're in a different workplace,
yeah,
would your opinion have changed on this?
Do
you feel this workplace is a big contributor?
What, to wanting to get out of the Gold Coast?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's the heart of it.
That bad?
Yeah.
Shit, so it's not as if it's just the people.
No, it's the people in it. It's very. This is what happens when oh shit. This is what happens when a workplace.
Fucks.
No. Hires like 300 people, like extroverted.
300 extroverted 20-year-olds.
Exactly right.
It felt like a show. It felt like a reality TV show.
But that's what happened. It literally did for 3 years, and then people come and go, and
yes.
The highs and the lows. But there's bound to be drama with a bunch of people who have just turned 20, 21.
It was an interesting workplace to be
It was. I mean, you've had your fair share of drama through that workplace, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. I've had many encounters.
Many. I would say the same amount as me.
Beef?
Beef encounters in that place. I think we're pretty one for one with that.
I've need to be careful here myself too.
Who needs to be careful now, honey?
I want to name and shame.
Yeah, nah. Don't get yourself in trouble.
But I've also got a week left at this place.
Yes, yeah.
So I shall not name. But yeah, see, I working with women over the past 4 years. It's a bit different working with the boys. Let's just say that.
It is. Oh, absolutely.
And this is why I feel sorry for
women.
For women. I do in a sense, because what I've noticed and what I've realised is that I don't think I can count a girl. Actually, I should chalk that. There's different girls, but I don't think I can count a girl that we work with that has a friend.
Has a friend?
Yeah,
Like
not even you.
Like a friend outside of work?
Oh, a friend. Like
at
work.
Like a real friend?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually. it's a little bit hard.
There's obviously exceptions, but
there's exceptions. Like I work with a friend of 20 years, and we've been best friends.
What's her name?
Nika.
You want to give her a mention?
Nika Bazband. I've worked with her since
you were 20.
But I've known her we've known each other since we were 4 years old, and it's like more of a sister relationship than anything. So I don't know if I would count that as a friendship. That's more of like a, you'll be in each other's life forever kind of thing. But I think real friendships that I've taken out of Topgolf, I think one that apart from
And who's that?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Well, let's say there's probably only one that I would keep in contact with.
Yeah.
We're obviously leaving Flopot. I nearly let it slip. We're leaving this week, so I think only one that I would probably keep in contact after the time that we're there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think you've I really want to get into this with a lot of other people that have left the Gold Coast and come back. Chris Theo's a big one. I want to talk to him about it.
He'd be good to get on.
He'd be good to get on.
Yeah, him and
Nick would be good to get on too.
I feel like my experience with here and Nick's is probably quite similar.
It's very similar.
Because
it's very similar. It's very similar in the sense that it's literally like I understood the tall poppy syndrome from such a young age. But I've literally walked into parties with Chris and have had people just get stuck into him straight off the bat, and he's done nothing wrong.
No.
Don't come after me, Yeah. But they go straight after the 6'2", 6'3" model dude.
Of course, because they're insecure and
they're threatened that a kid's walked into the party that could take some of their females.
Yeah.
So I understand. I've understood it from a young age of how quickly it works.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how it continues to work as we get older.
No, I think it gets harder as you get older because you're still dealing with. It's kind of like high school drama as you get older, isn't it? And you're trying to deal with that at the age of 22. It's quite hard.
It is quite hard because you shouldn't have to deal with it.
No, God no.
You shouldn't have to deal with it for one. It shouldn't be something that continues to occur, but it just does. And this is one thing I'm looking forward to about when we do go on our travels, and that's just seeing how other countries take a couple of young people stepping out of their comfort zone and going overseas.
Well, I think it's going to be, I think for you and I, it'll be a culture shock in a good way. I think because it'll be nice to see how the other side live, you know? Like literally the other side of the world. Yeah. And I don't think I could get further away from this place if I tried, to be honest.
Yeah. You're trying to get away from it?
Well, absolutely. The Gold Coast? Yeah. For sure. I think I really need some time apart. Yeah. It's like a toxic relationship.
Literally. And I think today was sort of a day...
It was a day of realisation.
You turned a corner.
I did.
You woke up this morning.
I did, yeah. And straight into it.
And you said, I'm going to let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day...
It is what it is.
It is what it is. There's a lot of people in this world, and to put it broadly, there's a lot more people out there that you and I are going to meet as friends.
We're not swingers, by the way.
We're not swingers, by the way.
Just a disclaimer. Yeah.
No, there's a lot of people out there, I think, that we are yet to meet, and I think to collaborate with and to become friends with, potential business partners and to meet, that the fact that anyone would just settle for sticking within their hometown and the people I've met here, I think is beyond me. Yeah. There's so much out there that why wouldn't you want to go and explore that?
Literally. And the fact that you're in Europe and you can just bounce to
everything is
other
so
countries.
Close.
Yeah.
And England, very similar to Australians, English. Yeah. And be nice, got a bit of family over there, sort of kind of feel like home.
I feel like the holidays are going to be hectic.
Oh, for sure.
By the way, guys, I've had a drink.
Yes, he had a drink. He had his first drink in over a year.
I had a respectful drink.
Mm-hmm. Respectfully.
Yep. I had a really, really great time. I had an Aperol Spritz was the alcohol.
Drank it in 2 sips.
Inhaled it, if you will. And I will be releasing some photos of the reaction that my body had after having one glass of it.
Flat up. Went all red.
I went all patchy red, rashy across my chest and arms,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We continued
we
drinking.
Didn't die.
We continued drinking.
As the old Jacko would.
We enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
We woke up with terrible anxiety.
The worst I think I've ever seen.
Someone wake up with?
Well, the next day you pretty much preached you were never going to drink again for the rest of the year.
I just didn't want to experience that.
No. But that does die down after you force yourself to go through it a few times.
After you get used to it.
Yeah.
It's not as bad the fifth time.
No,
Trust me.
The anxiety and depression the next day.
No, but in all seriousness, I cannot believe how much we are not supposed to have this. With the reaction that I got.
Your body rejects it, eh?
That anxiety the next morning was terrible too. I then throughout the week we had a few days off in isolation because we were waiting for a COVID test. Yep, I better bleep that. But with Severed, we had a few days off and we had a few drinkies.
It was nice. It was nice. We did not go to the beach, as some may think, and you didn't break your leg. That was news to us, really.
Yeah. So at this vlog pot, there were some allegations that that I broke my leg.
And that we were at the beach every single day.
And that I went to the beach. Yeah, we're really getting stuck into this vlog pot. Yeah. But I feel like it's only right.
Well, I mean, something being such a big part of your life.
And I know a lot of my listeners. I know a lot of my listeners.
They're gonna know what we're talking.
They're gonna know what I'm talking about, and I just wanted to give people the heads up because it's not it's not all doom and gloom like it's made out to be.
What? Vlog pot.
Vlog pot.
I can nearly said it again.
You keep almost saying it. I'd like you to let me know the most. Well, you've already told me the most toxic thing you've experienced with my friendship.
That was one of many. I feel like a lot of guys bounced around there. They weren't very loyal the whole time they were there.
What about any friends? Any girlfriends?
Any girlfriends that weren't loyal?
No, that weren't good friends to you.
Oh, fuck me.
Name and shame, please.
I'm not naming and shaming anyone.
Well, that's why you said you wanted to do the podcast.
No, God, no, you're taking words out of my mouth. No, look, I think.
Just quickly, guys. The new shoes as well.
Oh yeah, fresh kicks.
New Balance. I'll be signing these. Yeah, Tyron, get a little close up.
You'll be signing them.
I'll be signing. Is that a good shot?
Don't write on it.
Or should I take them off? No, we don't want my.
You get the shot?
Yeah, we got the shot. We got the shot. Continue.
What, toxic friends?
Yeah.
I think. What, do you have some in your mind?
I've got multiple on your behalf. Yes.
I think
multiple.
You know what? I think I choose to block out the bad times, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you are one that remember them the most.
I'm a spiteful bastard.
Yeah. I think my brain chooses to completely block out a whole
range of it.
Range of it, yeah. That's probably why patches of my last 4 years are just blank, to be honest.
Yeah. See, I'm a very nasty, spiteful dude.
Sometimes.
I don't forget.
No. There's certain.
I'm very good. I'm very good with faces, and I'm very good with number plates.
Oh, I bet.
I'll give Zane Harris a quick mention for that one.
No!
Oh, he's apprentice.
Yeah, he's apprentice.
Yeah, he's apprentice.
Got up to some mischief together, eh?
Yeah, Zane Harris is Big Dick Mick, everyone.
No, you didn't.
Heard it here first.
You didn't.
Yeah, but
with the toxic friends thing, I think a lot of people there went through multiple friendships, highs and lows, and to be honest, I don't think one person.
How many boyfriends did you have while working at Topgolf?
Boyfriends?
Yes.
I had 0 boyfriends working at Topgolf. I had one that I started with. I was with him for 5 years, and then.
Fuck. I was meaning me.
Oh, you? No. You're at the end of it.
Oh no.
One boyfriend, and that's you.
Yeah.
But I did separate from my childhood boyfriend about 3 months into working at Topgolf, and then that was kind of it. And then I kind of just grew up. I was very naive, and then went through a whole bunch of shit with a few different people, and came out of it on top with you, I guess.
Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top.
That's right.
That's
I really
right.
did win.
Hey, my girl. No, so you've come out of this place. What's one lesson, or what's something that you've taken out of this place that you think, you know what, it wasn't fun at the time, but I'm happy it happened?
I went through shaped me into who I am today, and into how I think, how I trust people, how much of myself I give someone when they're first meeting me or interacting with me. I don't give away too much because a lot of people can twist that and run with it. I think I've grown up a lot. Maturing.
You would have to have so many lessons because
I'm just not naming a few because I don't want to name names. But
your group of friends that you worked with,
yeah.
I'm going to say 98% of them are the worst people I have ever met on this earth.
Yeah. Yep.
98% of the people that you work with, that you're close with, are shit people.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover my ass by leaving it at 98. We'll go 99.
Yeah.
There's a 1%.
Yeah.
And that's really 2K.
I think a lot of people, I've learned, a lot of people find it hard to be honest and hard to confront about issues. They'd rather just leave them dormant and be spiteful or bitchy. I think a lot of women.
Yeah. And be nice to your face type thing?
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of fakeness is...
They never speak out of turn when you're in their presence?
Fuck no. No, there's a lot of fakeness that's bounced around that place, left, right and centre. So I think that's probably how I've learned not to trust people, to be honest. And take it with a grain of salt. I think people will take the tiniest little thing that they've heard about you and just run a mile. Oh, I've just hit that again.
You've been knocking that.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah, well, we've got to get used to it now. Now that you're a podcast host, hey, it's one of the things you got to get used to.
Yeah. I genuinely think I'm coming out of that place. That's with Nika aside, because she's obviously in a different category. Very fortunate to have worked with my best friend, but apart from her, no, there's only one person that I will be keeping in contact with, and everyone can kind of make up their own mind as to who that is. But I have told this one girl that I will be catching up with her. It'll give us an excuse to see each other. I'm willing to incorporate her into the new establishment that we're going to be working at. But yeah.
Fuck it up. So with all those lessons aside, you've taken all them in your stride. This time next year, what's Raquel Begni doing?
Oh, the whole name. Really, I think by then, I want to be established. Yep. I want us to be established, and I think hard work will get us there, and I think we're motivated enough to get ourselves there. Yeah. I want to be living in England. I want to have travelled, done a decent amount of travelling before.
We will own one Bitcoin.
We will.
I will.
I still don't know how. I have no idea how it works. But
I will own a Bitcoin by this time.
To learn.
So it's not about me. Just, that was apologies.
No. I hope to be established, living overseas, with you by my side.
Hey.
I really don't need anyone else, to be honest with
you. When are you getting on a knee?
When am I getting on a knee?
Yeah.
Am I going to propose to you?
Yeah. 21st century. Girls opening the...
I'm pretty sure you said last night that it'd make you feel emasculated.
Stop the cat! Nah. Respectfully, it is a man's job. Respectfully.
Well, I mean, I will if you want.
No, don't you ever do that. Major key.
Yeah.
Don't let your girl... Actually,
no,
it's 2022.
Honestly.
Let your girl propose to you, man.
If you want to propose to your man, then go ahead and do it.
Look down the camera. Look down the camera, and say something to the ladies out there that are thinking about proposing to their man. Look down the camera.
Your life is short. Feminism and women will run this world one day. So propose to your man while you can.
Hey!
Or propose to your girlfriend.
Or propose to your woman.
Or he, she, they.
The LGBTQI+.
Whoever you like to incorporate into that.
Fuck it up.
Can never say anything too.
Yeah. No, vibey.
But
fucking oath. So next year you just want Would you say a big underlying factor would just be happiness?
Absolutely. I think.
Is that what you're chasing?
I think happiness and to be content.
Yeah.
I think that's probably my number one goal, is to be content with my life. And
Are you content right now?
It's the starting stages. Yeah.
Why not?
There's a couple of things that still worry me day to day. But
You want to go into them?
No, but that'll sort itself out with time. I think once we get overseas and once we start working at this new place, I think that'll start to sort itself out.
Hey.
Because I think that's kind of removing a massive factor of issues.
Hey, friends turn to enemies. You're doing something right. Let's go, baby girl. Nah, as we say, you're either at the table or you're on the menu.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Nah, well, Raquel, you seem to have it all figured out.
Oh, she seems to, but we'll see. I do my best.
She's very clever. She's very clever, this one. But yeah, guys, that's sort of how we want to run these podcasts.
Yeah.
StayWavy, a 42 Media production.
StayWavy, baby. Ooh,
Oh.
not a catchphrase.
Oh,
the glasses are coming off, ladies
shit.
and
StayWavy, baby. Shit. Nah. This is the format we want to run with. We're pretty happy with how we're doing the 42 podcast side of things. But in terms of reaching out to different audiences, I'm having a hard time here.
I think a lot of people probably think that the 42 brand. I know a lot of people I've kind of spoken to that don't know too much about it. They kind of are under the impression that it's all about footy.
It's not all about footy.
But it's not all about footy.
We're not just a bunch of footy.
No.
We're a bunch of lovable blokes.
That's right.
Like, I'm wearing
Yeah, look
some
at your fit.
some vibey New Balances.
Vibe, yes.
Tyron, get a close up on that.
He's taking the shoe off, ladies.
Get a close up on that. That can be the thumbnail.
Stinks, eh?
No, it doesn't. You can't even smell that. You got the shot? My man. Thank you, brother.
Your fit looks great.
Yeah.
Your fit looks great.
Got some New Balance 550s.
Orange to be exact.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
Orange. Apparently these are the new in. Won't reveal how much they cost me because I'm about to flip them.
Don't flip them.
I am going to flip them.
Get a few wears out of them.
Well, did you get a good pick of that time? You can talk, mate. It's
It's silent.
BK's not going to chew your face off. He's
Go again. I'll try to take a photo. Can you take a photo?
I'll try and get rid of these. Size 9.
Hold on.
500.
500. Size 9. US men's.
Overseas?
Can ship overseas. Yep.
Can ship overseas.
Big vibe.
Just got to pay for postage. That shit doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You know, it'd be fun sending stuff back to the family when we're in England.
That's right, yeah, a little memorabilia. It would probably be even better to fly them out eventually. That'd be one of the goals.
Yeah. What's going to come first over there for all the viewers? A kid or a ring?
A ring.
A ring?
Yeah, a ring.
Don't want a kid?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Oh shit.
Nah.
Sorry to crush your dreams, dear. No,
Nah.
I think I'd like to live our life and thrive just as a duo until we bring a third one into it.
You reckon we could handle that?
What, just us two?
Do you reckon we could handle ourselves in England?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You fuck with it?
Yeah. What, handling not having a kid? Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
do you reckon we could? How are we going to handle? You reckon we're going to be able to live over there?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think we'll thrive. I think the weather everyone goes, the weather should, that's a big
big no.
contributing factor. But
Well, apparently it gets to like 40 degrees. That's why everyone's so brown.
it's a heat wave in summer most
Yeah,
of the time.
that's what you were saying.
We're going over in winter, but I mean, it's beautiful over in the winter time and the snow and everything. Have a white Christmas. Be beautiful. No, I'm very excited. This year's got a lot in store. I think big year.
Big year.
Big year for us.
So this is essentially episode 1.
Episode 1.
Are you going to call this episode 1?
I'll say. Yeah.
Are you happy for me to sort of take the reins on your episode 1?
That's okay. That's okay. Well, it is off the 42 brand.
Well, you've got the owner.
Thank you.
You've got the blessing.
Thanks. Got the blessing from the owner.
Oh, sorry. Being a prick doesn't suit me. Oh, wait.
Yes,
yeah. Fucking hell. Well, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. So these episodes will be live on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So make sure you tune in, you subscribe. Please do please comment, please
follow the Instagram page.
Follow.
We might get that up and running tonight.
Well, no, you're going to run it off the 42.
Well, I'll run off the 42, yeah.
But you're gonna make it really aesthetic, aren't you?
I'll handle the marketing side.
Hey, thank you, grateful. But yeah, head over to the Instagram page 42media_. We go to the Facebook page 42media. I don't know if this podcast will be out by then, but tomorrow night. What's the date today? Tomorrow night is tomorrow night, Wednesday the 19th. We have AJ Brimson, Queensland Maroons, Gold Coast Titans fullback. He's coming out. That's a cracker. Yeah. You excited for that one?
I am, yeah, I'm excited.
You were asking for a photo with him all week.
Oh, I actually didn't know who he was before you told me that he's coming on the podcast.
That's a fib.
I'm no cap, as you would say.
Nah, but we're going to have him on tomorrow night. Very excited for that one. Got some new waves. Obviously, you guys could see the new setup that we're rolling with. This is going to be how we do our podcast. Yeah, Torrin, give it a little show. He's working off a tripod, so this might be a bit bumpy.
Yeah, it'd be a bit awkward.
Yeah. But basically we're going to run with this setup. I really like it. I feel like it's a bit more intimate. I feel like it's a bit more relaxed.
Well,
how did you feel? You got the first podcast.
It's quite comfortable, to be honest.
It is.
Comfy chair, nice background. I can see you, but we're also facing the camera, so.
Yeah, see, like you get the best of both worlds. So we're looking at each other.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing else really changed too much in the studio. But yeah, so that's the plan, guys. 42 Media is going to be its own podcast. 42 Sports.
Do your footy thing? Any sport really. You can get the UFC on.
Well, now that we've had Jimmy Crute, we've dabbled into the UFC, the AFLW, the NRL.
Yeah.
Like we've done a few sports now, so I feel like Riley Fitzsimmons, Olympian. You know, I feel like we've done a few different sports now that we can.
Everything.
We can start putting that all into the one sort of podcast. Then StayWavy.
Yeah.
A 42 Media production.
That's.
StayWavy by Raquel Begni. Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah.
And then a 42. Yeah.
Oh, with
Raquel Begni.
Yeah.
Very vibey.
Get a few different gals on.
Well, who's someone that you got up your sleeve? Just to give a little scope.
Well, it's not that I've got up my sleeve, but I think I'd like to get Anna Paul on. I think
you'd like to get Anna Paul. Fuck, you're going big straight off the bat.
Well, eventually, I think that's.
What's her following?
Quite a bit. I think she's got quite a few on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, let me have a sass. Well, because she's big now, eh?
Yeah. Well, she lives on the Gold Coast. She's been into Flog Pod a few times.
Hey.
I got it.
Oh my God, she's got a mill.
Yeah.
Do you have any connections to that?
No, but I think if I
she's 22.
Yeah.
Is she from the coast?
I think so. I couldn't tell you, to be honest, but she does OnlyFans and she's quite successful on there, and I think it'd be interesting to.
Well, your homework tonight
is to get her on.
is to send that email in her bio, an email, and just say, hey, love to get you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And if she starts to talk money, start withdrawing from the bank. Yeah.
I'll start saving.
Actually, speaking of that.
Speaking of money.
Sponsorships.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to mention this in podcasts. You need a brand, clothing, anything promoted.
Yeah.
Business, whatever it may be.
We're happy.
I'm happy to show analytics to those interested. We are starting to crack probably our best analytics we've had towards the back end. I'll say October. October was probably the best analytics. Also, around the time I met you, so that's why the content might have slowed down because I wasn't doing so much. But the analytics are going pretty well. So if you guys are interested, we can work out a price. Shoot me a DM on my personal Instagram, JacksonWhale_, and we can go from there. But yeah, once again, guys, I feel like I've dragged this outro out for
quite a while.
For quite a while now, but I'm just excited to be back here.
That's right. New year.
2022. I'm in a new setup at the studio.
Yeah.
I've got one of the brothers. I got my partner in crime. Life's good, grateful, feeling good. Haven't got COVID yet. Touch wood.
You've just jinxed that again. That's
touch wood. No, I just touched the wood. I'm fine.
That's fine.
And obviously with Raquel launching this little podcast, it's all happening and everything's sort of. I wouldn't say planning out just like I thought it would, but it's starting to put the pieces together.
Everything's kind of falling in place.
Yeah, and I feel I laid the foundation from last year, and I feel like it's really doing well. Yeah. So nothing but love, nothing but gratitude.
Yeah.
Tyrone, I want to thank you for coming down, my brother.
Appreciate
Always
you.
Grateful. But yeah, we might wrap it up there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you're gonna go week to week with this. Or are you gonna go one? twice a month, once a month?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I can come up with. I'm gonna,
Okay.
write an agenda.
We'll release this as a tease.
We'll release it as a tease. See what the interaction is.
Yeah,
if you're interested, let us know.
Yeah, well, we might release this in the morning.
Probably, yeah. Go on.
Start your day right. Release it on the YouTube.
Yep, yeah.
Grateful?
Grateful.
Okay, beautiful. Stay wavy, guys. Thank you for tuning into the first episode, and we will see you guys in a later date. Peace.